For decades, the digital world has promised us efficiency, scale, and limitless potential. But beneath the surface, a dark truth lurks. A pervasive vulnerability that has cost businesses billions, eroded trust, and left our most critical data exposed. I'm talking about the very backbone of our modern economy, cloud computing. It's flexible, yes, scalable, absolutely. But what about the nightmares it creates? The security breaches, the opaque vendor lock-ins, the crippling lack of control. We've been told there's no escape, that this is simply the cost of doing business in the 21st century. But what if I told you that the solution isn't some futuristic AI or another centralized behemoth? What if I told you the answer has been quietly, diligently, building its empire in the shadows, leveraging the power of blockchain to flip the script entirely? Welcome back, crypto strategists. Today we're pulling back the curtain on a game changer, a silent giant that's been making waves far beyond the speculative trading floors. My research and now, even the hallowed halls of academia, confirm it. VeChain VET is not just a cryptocurrency, it's a foundational layer for the next evolution of enterprise. You see, for years we've discussed blockchain's potential, the immutability, the transparency, the decentralization. But often the question remains, where's the real-world use case? Where are the tangible solutions for actual businesses? Well, my friends, a recent peer-reviewed study published in the prestigious Journal of Computer Signal and System Research just gave us a resounding answer. And it points directly to VeChain. This isn't just some random blog post, folks. This is a deep dive by Yuxin Liu, a researcher from JPMorgan Chase, no less. Their paper dissects how blockchain isn't replacing cloud computing, but rather, it's becoming its most powerful ally. It's addressing those deep-seated vulnerabilities, security risks, that dreaded vendor lock-in that traps companies, and the sheer lack of transparent data. Now, among the examples they highlight, one name stands out repeatedly: VeChain. The paper specifically commends VeChain for its successful work in the logistics industry. Think about this: end-to-end visibility in multi-party supply chains. That means from the raw materials through manufacturing, shipping, customs, warehouses, all the way to the store shelf. Every single step is traceable, transparent, and immutable. No more hiding, no more ambiguity. That's a revolution in itself. Cloud computing, for all its glory, has always had Achilles' heels. Remember those massive security breaches we constantly hear about? The trust issues with third-party vendors holding your most sensitive data? This is precisely why organizations are desperately seeking decentralized applications. And this study isn't just theorizing, it's showcasing how VeChain, specifically, is bridging the gap between traditional Web 2 systems and the emerging Web 3 framework. It's a seamless integration, and that positions VET as a top-tier choice for any enterprise looking to make that critical transition. But here's where the plot thickens. When we talk about blockchain, we inevitably run into the elephant in the room: scalability. The very word sends shivers down the spines of many in the enterprise world. How can a decentralized network handle the immense transaction throughput of a global supply chain? What about the energy consumption, the environmental impact? These are legitimate concerns, the very challenges that have held many potential blockchain adopters back. The JPMorgan paper doesn't shy away from these obstacles. It lays them out in stark detail. Many blockchain architectures do struggle with these issues. This is where most projects stumble, where the theoretical promise crumbles under the weight of real-world demands. But then, the paper pivots. And this, my friends, is where VeChain truly shines. The study specifically highlights VeChain's brilliant countermove, its adoption of proof of authority, or POA. Now, for those of you who might not be deep into the consensus mechanisms, POA is a game-changer for enterprise adoption. Unlike proof of work, which demands immense computational power and energy, think Bitcoin mining, or even some proof-of-stake models, POA relies on a limited number of pre-approved, identified, and reputable validators. Yes, it's more centralized than a pure proof-of-work system, but for businesses, that trade-off often translates to unparalleled efficiency, lower costs, and drastically reduced energy consumption. The study points out that this makes VeChain a sensible reaction to the very issues plaguing broader blockchain adoption. It allows VeChain to achieve the high transaction throughput and low latency that industrial applications demand, all while maintaining a remarkably small carbon footprint. This isn't just a technical detail, it's a strategic advantage that few other enterprise-focused blockchains possess. And consider this. The report goes on to discuss how even tech giants like AWS, Oracle, and IBM are integrating blockchain frameworks into their cloud services. They recognize the inevitable. But the fact that VeChain is specifically featured alongside these titans in an academic peer-reviewed setting, that to me is the ultimate validation. It signals that VeChain isn't just some speculative crypto asset, it's a mature, ready-for-prime-time business entity. It's operating on the same level as the companies that define our digital infrastructure. This isn't just about price pumps, this is about fundamental value and real-world utility. So what's the payoff here? The study concludes that blockchain is not a silver bullet that will magically solve all cloud computing problems overnight. No technology is. But what it can do, what it is doing, especially through platforms like VeChain, is contribute to tremendous advances in trust, transparency, and performance. Imagine a world where product counterfeiting becomes nearly impossible because every item has a verifiable digital twin on the blockchain. A world where supply chain disruptions are minimized because every stakeholder has real-time, immutable data on the location and condition of goods. That's not a distant dream, that's the reality VeChain is building today. From tracking premium wines for DNV to ensuring food safety for Walmart China, VeChain is consistently proving that its blockchain can be more than just theory. It's a practical, deployable solution that empowers businesses to overcome the inherent flaws of traditional systems. This academic recognition from a JPMorgan researcher isn't just a pat on the back, it's a powerful endorsement that validates VeChain's enterprise-grade capabilities and its strategic importance in the evolving digital landscape. For my viewers, this means understanding that VeChain is carving out a niche that is incredibly valuable, fundamentally solving real-world, multi-billion-dollar problems. This isn't about hype, it's about deep, foundational utility. It's about future-proofing businesses in an increasingly complex and vulnerable digital world. The question isn't if blockchain will transform enterprise, it's who will lead that charge, and based on this cutting-edge research, VeChain is positioned right at the forefront. What are your thoughts on VeChain's role in cloud computing and supply chains? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the crypto world. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay informed, and keep building. The crypto market is incredibly volatile. Everything shared in this video is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Always do your own research, and consult with a professional financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Cryptocurrencies are high-risk assets and you could lose your entire investment.